We have M1, shift M1, nair, fair, M2, FM2, and shift M2, and R, recovery. These are our basic moves. So we have all these moves. Tell me why I'm watching some of y'all play and y'all just do M1, M1, M1. The combo is 3 hits. And if you notice, on that third M1, this one right here, you get sent back and you're on end lag. The combo just ends with that. So how about we try putting in one of our other moves, like the shift M1. In our 3 M1 combo, I'm going to put in a shift M1. But I'm going to ask you, where do you think our shift M1 goes? Before the first M1? After the first M1? After the second M1? Or after the third M1? Pause and think about it. Well, we can actually put the shift M1 at A, B, or C. We just can't put it at D because the third M1 would put us in end lag. However, if we put the shift M1 at A, we'll actually be able to get a second shift M1 at C because the 2 M1s before it will give us just enough time for it to come off cooldown. However, please note that this is a brawler specific scenario. Each character has its own cooldown, so you should figure them out. So now let's do the combo we just discussed. Shift M1, 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 shift M1, M1. That's 5 hits, already so much better. Now, something you're going to notice when you're playing SARB is that things at higher percents get sent back further. Here, our M1 doesn't connect after our shift M1 because the knockback on the dummy is too high. So what can we do to counteract this? Well, if we actually jump M1 after our shift M1, our M1 reaches higher. This lets us extend our combos at higher percents simply by kicking space and M1 at the same time, but it also has another usage we'll get into later. So how about we try putting a nair or a fair into our combo this time? M1 jump nair, M1 jump fair. I don't know if you're noticing this, but that jump is actually breaking up our combo with the delay. If only there was some way to be mid-air already. We just learned about jump M1s. Those will put us in the air while we're M1ing, which will allow us to nair or fair immediately afterwards. Check this out. Oh, did you see what happened? Something interesting just happened. Let me rewind the tape one more time so you can figure it out. Well, here I do M1 nair, M1 fair, and I should be at my third M1 next. But instead they get reset and I do M1, M1, M1 again. Why is that? Introducing storage. Storage is all about where you are in your 3 M1 chain. For example, if I put a move after my first M1, my next M1 should be my second one. Here, I'll use shift M1 after my first M1. This stores my position in the M1 chain, meaning that even if I wait here with the delay, my next M1 will still be 2, 3. This is not good because that puts us closer to the third M1, which ends the combo. So how do we solve this? Well, some moves reset your position in the M1 chain. For example, we have Brawler's Fair. See, we do an M1 combo after the string. Another move we have is Brawler's Grab. His M1s get reset here. Please note that each character has their own M1 resets, or some might not even have resets at all, so I'll let you have fun figuring that out. However, a universal M1 reset to remember is taking damage. Let's analyze this clip. Here I do M1 nair, M1, shift M1, FM2, shift M1, fair, M2, recovery, then fair, into FM2. Here you see I use my 2 M1s here, so I should be at my third M1, but instead I do first M1 into M2. Well, how did I do this? Let's rewind the clip and look again. I start at 235 health. I do my M1 nair, M1, shift M1, but Galaxy actually hits me here. My health goes to 226. This resets those 2 M1s, allowing me to do what you saw earlier. Let's analyze another clip. Here I do M1, shift M1, M1, nair, recovery, fair, FM2. But I don't take any damage. This means I'm still stored in that third M1. When I try to do another M1 and I miss, I'm stuck in its big end lag and I get punched to the face. Because the third M1 is so punishable, it's always good to get rid of it whenever you're safe. For example, after I kill Galaxy here, I dump it because there's no way he can punish me while he's respawning. The third M1 is a combo finisher because it puts you in end lag and knocks them too far away for you to continue hitting them. However, please note that this is not the only combo finisher you have in your kit. For example, here I do the 3 M1s. However, here I do M1, M1 recovery. Not only does it do more damage, but it knocks them back further. It is a better combo finisher than the third M1. Now, I'm going to put everything we learned into a decent combo. Let's check this out. Let's analyze what I just did. I do shift M1, jump M1, nair, and remember, the shift M1 comes off cooldown because the 2 hits that came from the jump M1 into the nair. Next, I do another shift M1 into a jump M1 fair. And since fair is a reset, I have 2 more M1s now, allowing me to do the same thing we just did. So I do shift M1, jump M1 nair. But instead of doing another shift M1 here, I know that his knockback is too high. So instead, I do a regular jump M1 to reach him up, and then I finish the combo with a recovery. Wow, that's a lot better than those 3 M1s. How about you try creating your own combo this time? Well, now that we know how to combo, how do we start our combo? Well, a lot of people like to dash M1. Those close the distance fast. Or you can even do a double dash for even greater distance closer. You get a nice combo from that. Something else you can do is dash aerials. By doing those, you go really far and you get a nice combo. Sweet! Dash M1s can also be used to a similar fashion as the jump M1s. Here, our M1 doesn't go far enough after the fair. However, if we dash M1, we can quickly close the distance and get a combo. Great! Those are most of the basics you need to know for combos in SARB. That's about it. Bye bye!